Welcome back to World Bike 55. Today, we're taking a detailed look at the 2027 Honda Dio 110, a scooter that continues Honda's focus on practical urban transportation while adding modern technology, sharper styling, and everyday convenience. Before we begin, one important note: Honda has not yet published a complete official 2027 Dio 110 specification and pricing sheet, so the details in this review are based on the latest officially listed Dio 110 and should be treated as a preview rather than confirmed 2027 specifications. The Honda Dio has always been designed around a simple idea: make daily riding easy, economical, stylish, and dependable. For 2027, expectations are high because the Dio name has become one of Honda's recognizable scooter brands. If Honda carries forward the current 110cc platform, the next generation Dio should remain focused on city riding, commuting, low running costs, and easy handling rather than chasing outright performance. Let's start with the engine. The current Honda Dio 110 uses a 109.51cc 4-stroke, single-cylinder engine with fuel injection. Current specifications put output around 7.75 horsepower and torque around 9.03 Newton-meters, giving the scooter enough performance for normal urban riding. For a 2027 model, we would expect Honda to continue refining this engine rather than radically changing its character. The goal would be smooth acceleration, good throttle response, quiet operation, and efficient fuel consumption. The engine is paired with an automatic transmission, which makes the Dio especially easy to ride in traffic. There is no conventional manual gear shifting to worry about, so riders can concentrate on steering, braking, and traffic conditions. This is one of the biggest reasons scooters like the Dio remain popular for everyday transportation. One of the standout technologies associated with the current Dio 110 is Honda's idling stop system. The system can automatically switch the engine off when the scooter is stopped, helping reduce unnecessary fuel consumption during traffic stops. When the rider is ready to move again, the system restarts the engine smoothly. If carried forward into the 2027 model, this feature should remain one of the Dio's strongest advantages for city commuters. Another technology worth mentioning is Honda's ACG silent start system. Instead of relying on a conventional starter sound every time the engine starts, the system is designed to provide a smoother and quieter startup experience. It may sound like a small detail, but when you use a scooter every day, smooth starting becomes part of the overall premium experience. Fuel economy is another major reason to consider a 110cc scooter. The Dio is not designed to be a high-performance machine. Instead, its lightweight construction and modest engine are intended to provide practical transportation. Actual mileage will depend on traffic, rider weight, road conditions, tire pressure, maintenance, and riding style. So claimed or estimated mileage should always be treated as a guide rather than a guarantee. Now let's talk about design. Because the Dio has always had a youthful personality, the bodywork combines a compact scooter shape with sporty details, and the current model features design elements such as alloy wheels, a stylish muffler protector, and a distinctive position lamp. For a 2027 version, Honda could further sharpen the front section, update the lighting signature, and introduce fresh graphics or colors while keeping the recognizable Dio identity. The scooter's compact dimensions should make it particularly useful in crowded urban environments. A short, manageable scooter is easier to maneuver through normal city streets and easier to park than a larger motorcycle. The current Dio has a seat height of approximately 765 mm and ground clearance of 160 mm. Those numbers provide a practical balance between accessibility and everyday road usability. Suspension is another area where city scooters have to perform well. A good urban scooter needs to handle speed breakers, uneven pavement, potholes, and rough sections of road without becoming uncomfortable. The Dio's compact chassis and scooter-style suspension setup are aimed at exactly this kind of riding. On smooth roads, the scooter should feel light and easy. On rougher roads, The suspension needs to absorb imperfections without making the ride feel nervous. Braking is naturally another important part of the package. The current Dio uses drum brakes and Honda's combined braking system approach, which helps distribute braking force between the wheels when the brake controls are used. For everyday riding, predictable braking and proper tire condition are more important than simply having the largest possible brakes. The wheels also contribute to the Dio's overall appearance. Honda currently offers alloy wheels on the Dio 110, giving the scooter a more modern and sporty visual character. Depending on the market and variant, equipment can differ, so buyers should always check the exact local specification. Inside the cockpit, Honda has also been moving the Dio toward a more modern user experience. The current DLX version features a TFT meter, while the standard version uses an analog meter. The TFT display can provide useful information such as fuel efficiency information, trip data, and service reminders. If this technology continues into the 2027 model, it could make the scooter feel significantly more modern than a basic commuter. Another practical feature is the front storage area. The current Dio offers an open glove box area with a 15-watt USB Type-C charging port on the DLX specification. That is particularly useful for riders who depend on their phone for navigation or communication. Honda also lists a double-lid external fuel filling arrangement, meaning refueling can be more convenient because the rider does not necessarily need to get off the scooter. These small convenience features are actually some of the most important aspects of a scooter. A motorcycle may impress you with horsepower and acceleration, but a scooter has to make everyday life easier. Storage, charging, easy starting, simple controls, comfortable seating, and convenient refueling can make a bigger difference over thousands of kilometers. The Dio also includes a retractable pillion footstep and a split grab rail on the current model. These details improve passenger convenience while maintaining the scooter's compact appearance. Safety technology is also part of the package. Honda currently lists a side stand engine cut-off system for the Dio 110. When the side stand is engaged, the system is designed to prevent the engine from operating, adding an extra layer of everyday safety. It is exactly the type of feature that may not attract attention in a showroom but becomes useful in real-world ownership.